Hosts around the world have been sharing their unique spaces on Airbnb for over a decade, and guests have fallen for their one-of-a-kind stays, from domes and windmills to lighthouses and trains. In 2021 alone, hosts of unique listings on Airbnb earned nearly $1 billion. Joining us now to talk about his experience being the host of his own tiny home is Ellis Nanney. Hey Ellis, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
What do you think makes unique stays increasingly appealing both for travelers and for hosts?
It's a great question. I think that when it comes down to it, from a traveler's perspective, we just live in an unprecedented time where we are so location independent, and we can go anywhere, we can work from anywhere, and a lot more people are spending time on the road, which I think is leading them to search for off the beaten path places, go to places that they would never have thought of going before. And now that we have that flexibility we're a lot more conscious about our time and energy and where we're spending it. And so when you go to a new market and you're looking for a place to stay, you can stay in a generic hotel room, or you can go to Airbnb and search for something special, memorable, or that's just going to provide like a fun photo for Instagram. And I think that a lot of us are looking for that story, and that story is a really important part of our travel experience these days. From a hosting perspective, I think it's a great way to turn a small idea into a large amount of revenue. So you can be creative. You can use whatever resources you have, whether it's a bedroom, an RV, a backyard, and you can create and curate some kind of experience that will attract travelers to your home. So you don't have to go super big, but if you can, definitely do. But it's just like even a little idea can be a source of income for you and be a creative outlet.
Now, you're a host of a tiny home in Idaho. Tell us how you got started, and what is it like hosting a unique listing like that?
Absolutely. My journey kind of started after college. I had the travel bug right away and was spending my time traveling internationally, traveling around the U.S. on a marketing tour for Idaho potatoes. And I just got to a point where I felt like I needed to set down some roots and establish a home base. But at the same time, I've always been fascinated and had a desire to have some source of passive income, which would free me up and allow me to spend my time focused on other passion projects or more travel or other investment opportunities. So my friend Christy Wolf, who's also a super host, she inspired me to build something unique. She introduced me to the tiny house movement, and I thought that this was perfect. So I got on Zillow like every good millennial does, and I just happened to find the perfect property in Idaho in order to build my tiny house. And so I spent from 2015 to 2019 really putting it all together and finding all the salvage materials to keep the cost down in order to bring this dream into reality. And so in 2019, I officially listed it on Airbnb. I set off on a 10-month trip, just like I had planned, and was gone until COVID brought me right back home. And then I had my home base to quarantine in and set up shop and work on some other projects while I was readjusting. And then after that, it's just been on Airbnb ever since, and has allowed me to take advantage of a lot of other great opportunities.
Well, what are the benefits of listing a unique space on Airbnb and your experience with it?
What's amazing is that Airbnb just redesigned their website, and so it's never been easier to find unique listings, which is great for travelers because now you don't have to search them out and like skim through a bunch of listings. You can go to the categories and see based on your preferences what's available in the area or random areas. As a host, this is encouraging because now you don't have to find a way to try and generate your own press and stand out. Airbnb is helping to highlight your experience and bring the guests to you. So it's a lot less work for you and a lot more income potential, which is just win-win.
Wow, that sounds great. Where can anyone interested in listing a unique space go for more information?
The best place to go is airbnb.com/host. They have all the resources you need to get started. There's an awesome online community of hosts that can answer questions. And what's cool is they'll even help you project your potential earnings so you can kind of get an idea of what to expect based on your area or what your listing features are going to have.
That's great. Thank you very much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much.